Can you see me shaking? Hear the sound of my heart breaking. Bless the soul that's aching, hoping I survive. The feeling lingers on every day of every month.
We are starting off in the kitchen. We know that the holidays are coming up, and I want to prepare this kitchen for all of the festivities. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a massive kitchen deep clean. Basically, how you clean your kitchen before the holidays, and this is going to help get you motivated. You may be thinking Thanksgiving is a little time away, even Christmas, but if you go ahead and tackle these things now, when it gets closer to the date, you'll feel less overwhelmed because you'll know it's ready to go. Of course, we've got other cleaning we have to do, but I'm talking about the deep cleaning, the top of the cabinets, all of the sink and the garbage disposal, and the things that usually get missed on a daily basis. Those are the things that we are going to be tackling today. So I'm doing some basic what you have to do every time you clean a kitchen, which is unload the dishwasher. And I want to do this because I want to be able to put everything that needs to go back in there. I don't want anything on my countertops or in the sink because we are going to be cleaning all of that. And I mean really, really scrubbing. I also wanted to put this video to some really upbeat music. So whether you're choosing to do this with me today, or you want to save this video for next week or whenever is good for you, or watch it now and watch it again later, I am here with you to help you get the cleaning done that needs to get done for the holidays. I will be doing a pantry deep clean before the holidays, but that is not today. Let me clean out this sink real quick because I have such a task in here. My sink has needed to be cleaned for a very long time, and it looks clean because it's white, but when I show you how bad it truly is, you're going to be blown away. Not only that, you'll realize even if you have stainless steel, you're going to need to give it a deep clean no matter what. It could get a lot cleaner, trust me. I was so amazed by the total transformation that this sink had. So I like to do a kitchen deep clean a couple of times a year, definitely spring, fall, and at the beginning of the year. So I'm going to just run through that kitchen and get everything done, but I wanted to tackle this fountain. So you guys know I have 5 animals in the house, 2 dogs and 3 cats. Ruby's about a large to medium size and Hazel's a small dog. But they all use one water fountain. I used to have multiple bowls around the house for the dogs and for the cats, but they always ended up just sharing one. Now, one thing about water bowls, they get really gross, and I felt like I was constantly having to clean them up. And with 5 animals, it was a chore, and it was always something I had to do. The floor was nasty. There was a slimy buildup. It was just really gross, and it was one of those tasks that I should have done more often, but I hated it so much, so I often procrastinated. When I came across this fountain, I instantly knew this was going to work. One thing I like about it, it is the stainless steel. The one is all hail, 10-liter stainless steel water fountain is perfect. Large dogs or small or even cats, it works for everybody. It's one of those items in my home that I must have. I would absolutely consider it one of the top 3 items that I need this season and for the long haul. If you know anything about stainless steel, you know that it is super easy to clean, it's completely rust proof, and it is much healthier than plastic. And when I want a quick clean, I can just toss it in the dishwasher, which makes my job a lot easier. So it has a 10-liter capacity, and it is a lifesaver with this many animals, and it keeps the fresh water flowing for days, which means I don't have to fill it up as much. It has 95% less bacteria growth in 24 hours, and it's honestly a huge upgrade from the regular plastic bowls that trap all that nasty bacteria. This is large enough to have all of your animals drinking at the same time. There's a hierarchy in my house, and my cats know who the queen is, and they wait their turn. This saves me so much time and it helps me keep their water cleaner, my house cleaner, my floors cleaner. It's all over such an upgrade from the regular water bowls. Now, One is All store is offering an exclusive 20% off discount. You can use my code, and I'll have the link to everything in the description box. Also, click the follow and get ready for November 1st price drop. Don't miss the Black Friday start. The official store also allows additional use of the discount code. All the information will be in my description box. So my new little best friend is over there working hard because, when you are busy, if you can find things that can make your life more automated, that's the way to go. And this water fountain is one of those things. So check them out. Check out the link. You'll love it. Now, we're going to start cleaning everything off of these countertops. When I do a deep clean, everything needs to come off because I want to wipe all of it down. And there's a lot of crumbs and debris that get hidden, especially around the toaster. And that needs to get taken care of right now. Just look how much stuff gets left from the toaster. So don't forget about this area, you guys. This needs to be cleaned. Side note, you can just literally sweep this into the trash can or into your hand, but if you have a vacuum that has some sort of attachment, or you can use something like this, it really does help when you're cleaning the top of those countertops to get all the crumbs. It also really helps for any of that food that gets dropped in the refrigerator. This thing cleans it right up. On a daily basis, I like to use my branch basics, but when it comes to a deep clean, I want to use this granite and stone cleaner. It's great and it gets it done very well. Also, I got rid of all of my microfiber cloths, but I had one that just kind of got left around, and I happened to use it one day and I could not believe how much I had missed them. So I did buy another pack of the Scrub Daddy microfiber cloths. So now I only have two, I believe it is, or three, excuse me, and I love them. The way they clean the countertops, it's amazing. I got rid of them because I heard that they were like microplastics and all these negative things, but listen, sometimes you need something heavy duty, and this does a wonderful job. This is an area that often gets forgotten, especially for me. I don't wipe down the back of this Backsplash very often, nor do I ever clean underneath the hood, but it's something that needs to be. I am going to put those in the sink and then spray some Dawn spray wash on them, let them sit for a minute, then do the same thing over here just to give this a good clean. I want to try to be as gentle as possible when it comes to these glass stovetops. And then if whatever doesn't come up, we will get to the nitty gritty with some pink stuff and then a razor blade. I got what I could get up with the pink stuff. Now I'm going to put some more Dawn spray wash on there just to get the surface very soapy, and I'm going to use a flat edge razor to try to get up anything I possibly can. You got to be super careful. Now this one has a handle, but the blade was really dull, so I ended up just going and getting a flat edge razor, and it works really well. But you've got to make sure to like lean it almost flat against the surface. You do not want to be making thick, deep gouges in this glass. That is a wrap. Everything looks really good and clean, and I am ready to use this for the holidays and also later on this evening because with this many kids, they're always wanting to eat something. I'm moving on to the hood, gonna wipe this completely down. I do a lot of fried chicken, and you would be surprised how much grease actually gets to the top of this hood. So I wanted to wipe it all down and then deep clean the little vent filters. These have been sitting in the sink for about 10 minutes with the Dawn spray wash on there, and I'll be able to hose this right off with some warm water. Now I'm going to clean this window and I'm going to decide how I want the rest of the kitchen to look before I move on to the next part. While I'm here, I did not move the camera, but I actually moved straight up to the ceiling and cleaned up all of the spider webs, cobwebs up there, and then wiped down the pendant lighting. It gets really grimy as well, especially being here in the kitchen, so it's something I definitely wanted to tackle at this time. I'm going to take this opportunity to clean off all of the utensil holders and this tray here that I got from Hobby Lobby, and then I'm just going to freshen up this space, bring some warmth in, and just simplify it because I know with the decor I'm going to want things very clutter-free. The toaster is often forgotten, so I'm going to wipe this down as well. And I'm also going to have to remember to clean out the crumb catcher because it made more of a mess over on this side of the countertops. I had this on the other side of the kitchen, but I decided this is going to be the perfect spot for it. I also wanted to let this kind of stand on its own because it's such a beautiful piece. I love the copper bowl that came with it. My mom got this for me for Christmas last year. And this is just a standalone piece because it is so, so beautiful. This is from the Hearth and Hand line at Target. So I'm someone who craves simplicity. And as you know, clutter creates clutter. So there are things that I use on a regular basis that I just can't get rid of. The toaster and the KitchenAid mixer, I use that all the time. So I'm going to try to use it also as decor. So if you have items that have to be out on the counter, make them look pretty. But you can do that with a very subtle touch of like elevating it with books. So I just put those books right next to it and it just kind of gives it some sort of pop without making it look too cluttered. Again, we don't want clutter, especially for the kitchen, because so many people come in and out of here, and for me, it is really essential for it to stay like crisp and clean as much as possible. That's kind of the goal. Another appliance that I absolutely do not love, but has to stay out, is the air fryer. I am hoping to be able to do away with this thing sometime soon, but inevitably the air fryer is out. It's something I used to put away all the time, but it always came out every single day, so I just leave it on the counter now. So we have to find a way to make it look somewhat presentable while being out in the open. Because if you're going to be out here, you're going to have to do something for me, so you might as well look pretty. So if you don't have a lot of ventilation back here, it will stain your granite. We learned the hard way. So I'm going to take a cutting board that I use almost daily. Plus this is an old antique cutting board and then one I just had from ages ago that we still use. I'd love for them to be a little bit darker, less orange, but for now this is what's going to work, and I'm just going to add these here to try to like cover up this outlet here. I like one with the handle. Kind of just let it sit. Like that. Over just a little bit. Yep. I like the way I decluttered this area. It's deep cleaned and I even warmed up the space a little bit, but yet it's all collected and put together nicely. Wanted to show you a little bit of real life there because I still have a lot more to get done. So let's focus on this island area now. The dishwasher was going and it was full, so I'm gonna have to hand wash some of these dishes before we move on to scrubbing this sink. I recently painted in here, so I have little specks of paint everywhere. So you'll see me with this razor blade just trying to scrape some of them up because I am not the greatest at preparing to paint, and I will just get right at it and then I make a huge mess. I like to get these little ceramic trays or glass trays from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, or Home Goods, HomeSense as well. I think this one is actually from HomeSense, and I don't know really what they're for. I think they're for the bathroom, but I like to use some here in my kitchen. I also like to use them in the bathroom to put like my ring holder on and things like that, but it just corrals everything in one spot and it just makes this look a lot more tidy. So if you have to have essential things like, hand soap and dish soap and whatnot, or the dish soap, or excuse me, hand soap and other things in the bathroom, when you corral them on a little riser or a little tray like this, it instantly elevates it for little to no money. I have so many of these just floating around the house, and this is the quickest way to make things really look like a nice upgrade. Now look at this ceramic sink. You don't think it looks too bad, but my goodness, it was rough, and I tried to use regular Dawn soap, but we needed some pink stuff. So the dishwasher stopper and all in here really needs to be cleaned regularly, at least once a week. Mine is because it's just easy to pull out and I will just hose it down real quick. But this is a trap for a lot of nasty odors. If you've got your kitchen clean but you feel like there's something just not fresh, always look in the garbage disposal. I have seen some people put some ice down there. I do put lemon peels or like orange peels and stuff, and that really makes it smell nice. But every once in a while, you've got to really get in there and just scrub it down. This pink stuff really does cut through so much. I love having this around. It is worth the hype and it is very, very affordable. So if you ever see this and you're needing something, I would highly recommend it. You can use it on just about anything and it works so great. Those little things that I'm using there, I believe it's the OXO brand I got from TJ Maxx in the back of the store with all of their cleaning gadgets, and it was really affordable. It came with a pack of 2 of just little handles that have a little brush on the end, and then the other one has like a little rubber um, pointy thing that was just helps get through some of the crevices without making a big mess. I love it, and it works great when I'm cleaning out the kitchen, but also like when I do the cabinets and the crevices in there, it cleans it all out where you really, it's just like they're really hard to reach areas. These clean out really great. So let me ask you guys, if you are enjoying this video, can you give it a thumbs up? But do you enjoy this style video? I've got a lot more satisfying and upbeat music, but I'm also doing a lot of close-ups so you can see the before and after and the extreme mess while we deep clean this kitchen. Do you like this format? Do you like something a little more chill? Let me know, because your opinion matters the most to me. So I am going to do my very best to show you their true mess on these cabinet doors. There are splatters and mark and food spills and all the things on here. I have not washed these since the last time I filmed that, and it's probably over 6 months ago. So this was something that needed to happen today. I cannot go into the holidays or people at my house with this everywhere. It just needs to be tackled. And I honestly can't believe I've let it go so far. It's one of those things that's just out of sight, out of mind. So today is the perfect day to tackle it. However, it is very hard to get some of these messes on screen. Sometimes it's way worse than you see just because of the angle and the lighting. It's not the easiest. So I'm trying my best to show you guys the true mess. If you see me like looking at the camera and showing something over and over, or kind of squinting because I need to wear my glasses, that is what I'm trying to do. Also, it was the evening time when I was filming this portion. I am learning that just in the season of life I'm at, I'm going to have to do a lot of things at nighttime, and that is okay. So lighting can be a little wonky, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. If you see me focusing on an area or trying to get something to focus for you, that's why I want to show you what the mess really is. The queen is coming to inspect my work. This is Aerie, Queen Aerie. She is the queen of the house, and rightfully so. She's stunning. She's absolutely stunning. She's our sweet rescue kitty. This is Drew's soul cat, and she is wonderful. We love her so much. I love Tabby's so much, and she is just so pretty. Of course, listen, I've never seen an ugly cat in my life. I think they're all beautiful. It could have one eye, and I don't care. I love them all. I think they're all precious. So, but she's especially precious. I'm going to continue on in here. She says I did a good job, so I'm going to continue to move on, and I'm going to start wiping all this down. This is the Branch Basics. I have a little concentrate bottle, and then I make glass bottles full of it. It's great. It doesn't have a smell or a scent to it, but I just spray everything down, let it sit. And by the time I come back to where I originally sprayed it, it's time to wipe it all off. Those little handheld gadgets come in clutch once again. I'm telling you, it's awesome to have things like that on hand. I think it was probably $5 for two of them, again at TJ Maxx, but any of the sister stores will have it. I'm sure Ross would as well, but you might be able to find it on Amazon. I'll try to find a link. I'm not the greatest with links, but I really need to do better. So if you ever see something in my videos, please, please, please comment and say, girl, you need to do your job and send me a link, and I will do it. Now I'm going to go to the top of the cabinets and this hood range. It gets really dusty up here. You really just don't realize how dusty and grimy it gets above eye level. So if you can just take this opportunity and wipe everything down, soapy water, warm rag, and it does wonders. You don't need any heavy chemicals or solvents to get any of this off. Now, if you do need to get some thicker grime and grease, there are cleaners for that, but I think regular old soapy water and a warm rag should be all that you need to get this taken care of. I like to use very gentle things on my cabinets because I need these to last forever. And you really don't have to go all out when it comes to cleaning. I know it can feel like a very daunting task, and so many people have new and amazing gadgets. I know that I have them too, but at the end of the day, some elbow grease, soap, and water does wonderful things. I did not need to film going up here because I have recently painted all of the crown over here, so I didn't worry about it. I knew it would be quick. And then I'm heading right over here because so much traffic goes on over here, and this is constantly got shoes and little fingers and things kicking it. This was filthy to the max, but it looks really good right now. I will say though, the kitchen looks great. I woke up to it sparkling, but oh my goodness, the rest of the house is a disaster. I was doing Emma's room, and so that completely went on the back burner, but I'm going to finish that up. I'm also going to do the appliances and give it a good scrub down. I'm going to get the soap and the water out for a mop and run it through the whole house, but all of the nitty gritty and the details of this kitchen is done, and it felt so good. It even has stayed a lot cleaner today, all because I took everything off of the countertops and decluttered it, rearranged it so it was more functional, and just did a deep clean. And I'm telling you, there's something about that clean kitchen, and your family will be more inclined to help you keep it clean as well. I have a lot of boys in the house, so that is sometimes a struggle, but I will tell you this, they did a really good job so far. So it's still looking really, really good. Cleaning, decluttering, and organizing are all free, and they will make one of the biggest impacts. That is where you start, no matter where you're at, no matter what kind of home you live in. That is where you start, and it is completely free. I just can't say it enough. That is the biggest transformation that can go on in your home. So thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want me to do more specialized areas in the house for pre-holiday deep cleaning, let me know, and I would love to do that. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and don't ever forget you are not alone. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.